So it was brought to my attention today. The Chiefs that opened as a favorite for the AFC Championship game at home are no longer the favorite for the AFC Championship game. Now the house always wins. I told you. Uh, a lot of people had the Bills winning. They thought that Darvin Hamlin, his cardiac arrest, it's a good feel story. The Bills are going to win all after last year, blowing it in 13 seconds. They're going to give it to Buffalo this year, yada, 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 yada. And what it was an emotional trap that allowed the house to win. Everyone had Buffalo. The majority of the public had Buffalo. And I tried telling you at the start of the year that the play of the year was for the Chiefs to win the AFC, and you would have won for the entire NFL season if that's the case. Why is it that the Chiefs are now an underdog at home? Well, how did we get to that point? Because it means all the money is flowing on Cincinnati. That's why they're now the underdog, because the money's on Cincinnati. The numbers say the Chiefs, to answer your question, because in the 103rd NFL season, Patrick Mahomes is going to improve to 10-3 in the postseason. That's easier enough. But the narrative entering this game is Patrick Mahomes can't beat Joe Burrow. He can't beat Joe Burrow. He can't beat Joe Burrow. Next thing you know, he's going to beat Joe Burrow like last year when they were up 21-3. If they really wanted to, the Chiefs could blow out the Bengals. They were winning during one of those two regular season games, if I can recall. They were winning. One of the games they just purposely let slip away. But they gave the NFL their Zach Taylor Rams script in the Super Bowl. They certainly did. They gave him their Year of the Tiger narrative, didn't they? Yes, they did. They gave them the lion against the tiger, Matthew Stafford with the Lions. They did. It was obvious Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs threw that game. They could have kicked a field goal at the end of the half. Remember, they went for it. They failed to score the touchdown. If you kick a field goal, you certainly win the game. But the Chiefs knew they threw the game. At the end, when they went to overtime, the Chiefs they didn't even try to score the touchdown or run another play. I mean, that's how you know they were not trying to win the game. That Patty Mahomes holds on the ball too long and he gets sacked and he gets hit and he's rushing throws. That's how he threw the game last year. There's no doubt the Chiefs are going to win. Everything is favoring the Chiefs' way. Bills should have had number one seed. Chiefs should have played in a wild card round, but they didn't. They get the bye instead. They don't get the neutral site. They play at home instead. They are paying back Patrick Mahomes for throwing the game against the Bengals last year because they wanted the Rams to win and they didn't want Patrick Mahomes to lose another Super Bowl. That was bad for Patrick Mahomes. They're giving it to Patrick Mahomes this year in a Super Bowl at State Farm Stadium with Patrick Mahomes and Coach Andy Reid this year appearing in many State Farm commercials. It seems like the public is psychologically programmed to believe that, Cincinnati, Patrick Mahomes, they can't beat Cincinnati, can't beat Cincinnati. The psychological programming from this so-called community says, white supremacist, it has nothing to do with that. It has to do with storylines. Yes, they had their white supremacist race rituals in the past, but times are changing. The demographics is becoming more diverse. There's going to be less of that rituals that you speak of. It was obvious before the postseason started. It will be obvious when you see it right in front of your eyes. Andy Reid gets his former team. The Kelsey brothers go up against each other in the Super Bowl. Former Cardinals linebacker Hassan Reddick is playing back at home. There's no Cardinal connections at all for the 49ers. None, zero to date. Both teams played at that stadium this year. The Eagles and the Chiefs. Well, and the whiners, because they play every year, but they're a psyop. 13's a 6 prime. The 6 cool rookie to play in the conference championship game is going to make it to the Super Bowl. This guy is only the 5th quarterback. He wears 13. That's a 6 prime. That's a dead giveaway. That's a dead giveaway. 49th loss on the way for Shanahan. It's too easy. It's too easy. They're going to hook and bait y'all with this whole white supremacist ritual. They know what they're doing. They are going to hook and bait you. It's about Andy Reid and his 22nd playoff win against the Eagles, because he has to beat the Eagles. He has to beat the filthy fans who are talking shit to Andy Reid right after he got fired. But reason why the Eagles are at their stage that they are today with the Super Bowl has everything to do with all the work that Andy Reid has done throughout their scouting department. Andy Reid's going to have one last Super Bowl championship before a possible retirement at that age by winning the Super Bowl championship. You pass Tom Landry, you only have one Super Bowl, you got to win again. He can make his case as the chief. Tom Landry was born on the first NFL Sunday this year, September the 11th. Tom Landry died February the 12th of 2000. February the 12th is the day of the Super Bowl. This is all about Andy Reid. It's all connected with the death of Tom Landry. That is what you're not hearing in the mainstream media. That's not what you're hearing even in this media. The only one media talking about it, though. There'll be one video out there breaking down the correct exacta before the first kick in the postseason, before the first snap in the playoffs. It was all decoded for you right in front of here. Last 20 seconds of the video. If you want to learn more, here it is right there. The next psychological operation is going to carry out this week. Cowboys not making it back. Arizona last title. And same thing with the Brock Purdy boy. He ain't making it nothing over there. Guess that's not the main storyline. That's the sub storyline to throw you off. And the NFL is successful. Yes, they're already successful on the bungholes losing this week. Because the public's been programmed and they don't understand it. Same thing happened to them last week. They were never going to win the AFC. They were never going to win nothing, the Buffalo Bills. But here we are again. House wins, part 2, conference title week. No bungos.